Namaste and hope you guys are doing great. Thank you once again for tuning in back to my channel. This video is in response to the one I did, the one Vritchika rising or the Scorpio, the Lagna in Scorpio, and the problems that it has, right? So in summary, people who have their Lagna rising in Scorpio, they are generally tormented by a sequence of events which would most of the time lead into some kind of a ramification, some kind of a problem. They feel that most of the time they have some kind of issue going on. There was never a time when they say, yeah, life is nice, it's difficult to maintain that. They feel that their life has always some problems coming. It can be their health, it can be their family member, it can be their financial situation, career, their connection with God, their relationship with people, whatever, right? In the variety of life, they always see that they are always in some kind of a conundrum, confusion, problems, and so on. Okay, so why? And I've already mentioned it on the previous video. So have a look if you want. Now this video is mainly to solve this problem. It's okay to know something. It is fine, but then it's more important on what are we going to do about it, the remedy to fix it. Okay, now as an astrologer, I have for any astrologers, I think I can speak out there that we will normally have this problem of prescribing a remedy. Okay, because a remedy, being Vedic, is always either some kind of recitation, shloka, or some kind of religious agamic rituals, and stuff like that. But there are many clients out there whom I have on who do not subscribe to the Hindu, the faith, or in the more Vedantic spiritual practices and rituals. But they do follow Vedic astrology. So for those clients, I do have more practical remedies. Right. So in this video, I'm going to talk about both. Let's start with the spiritual remedy first of all. Now, for those who are okay with Hinduism and Vedantic practices and all that, I've given you a link. Okay, hit the link and it'll take you to that to the PDF file where you can actually follow step by step on what you should do in order for you to significantly bring this problem right. Even hopefully, it's all not in my words, it's all God's graces, hopefully to solve your problem once and forever. Now, for those who are not, the practical advice here is that two things. Number one is your thought process. Just remember that Mars is the presiding, the natural ruler for the 8th house based on the Kala Purusha scheme. All right, Mangal is the ruler. Now, Mangal is known for his, if he's weak and debilitated and all that, is known for the hastiness, right? People who always do things without actually thinking first. They will just get it done and then think later. And obviously, if someone who is in such a mindset would be always in trouble, because you don't weigh or gauge what are the consequences which will happen. All right, so first thing is, if you want to do something, think about it first, ponder, contemplate, talk to people. Don't just don't just get it done. All right, so this thing about being hasty, this thing about moving things, just getting things done without considering the ramifications or even the benefits of it, will always lead into problems. That's number one. So think about it, contemplate, ponder, ask as many people as you want. Second is emotional, I would say, hastiness as well. When you feel something, you'll just do it. It is very natural. It is very natural to you. And there's another quality that I notice for people having this Vritchika Lagna, is that these people, they have this kind of a veil in front of them, that they think that they know better than the other person. So they do not welcome, that's right, you do not welcome any form of criticism, comments, advice, whatever. All right, you just can't take it. You have this thought, who are you to tell me that? Right, I know what exactly I'm doing. It's just like a debilitated Surya Bhagwan. All right, but there are some distinctions there, but pretty much the same. There is the strong ego within themselves to get things moving emotionally and also mentally, right? So that has to be controlled as well. So not only you are conscious about your thought process, you take a step back, you pause, and then you think about it, but also your emotional domain as well, right? You are control of your emotions, which is why, and I think I've talked about this before, that the word Govinda, I'm sure you've heard of it. Go means emotions. Vinda is to annihilate or to destroy. So, well, it means simply to control your emotions at all times. This, I think there's a term called Pratyaharam in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and generally in any Vedic practices. Pratyaharam means your ability to be disciplined, to control your emotions, right? Be it anger, anything, including love. All right, you need to have a clear and control and more focused what do you call it, action. Okay, it can be your physical action, your thought process, your emotional outburst. Everything needs to be in control. All right, so that's the first thing. You need to be really practical about thinking about stuff and then feeling about it. All right, the second thing is meditation. All right, meditation, what does meditation really mean? So when I say meditation, people generally think, okay, sitting cross-legged and looking at some deity and then reciting some mantras or just simply saying om and all that. Well, it is true, right? But meditation simply means to bring your mind, your thought processes. Psychologically, they divide the mind into three: the psyche, right? The conscious, the subconscious, and the collective conscious. Meditation basically brings them together. All right, you are sort of sorting out all the cluttered thing in your head, right? So for those, I'm not a spiritual guru, so I may not be able to tell you the proper way of meditating. I myself, I'm a novice. But to start off is to simply be silent. All right, in a day, try to allocate some time, just you and the universe. That's it. Try to be silent. Silent not only by speech or words, but your thought process. Try not to think too many things. This comes as practice. It's not easy. It is so difficult. You can even try for the next 30 seconds. If you can be completely silent, completely thinking about only one thing, just one thing. But it's not even possible, isn't it? The mind waves and it wanders, right? And this wavering always creates unforeseen circumstances, right? So remember, if you don't know how to meditate, then I would suggest you can look for a guru or some kind of person who can teach you, or just practice silence. Just practice silence in a day. Make sure it's like, that's why they say Brahma Muhurta, or the dawn, is the best time to meditate. In this case, to be silent, right? Because it's a good time. It's got good vibrations. It's got good. The nature is very conducive at that time. All right. So these are the two things I would like to talk to you about. So once again, control your mind. Not control. Try to keep track of your mind and your emotions, right? And meditation, second, will be to encapsulate that between the problems that you have with your your what do you call it, your hastiness and your nature of just getting things done without thinking. All right, and your inability to accept criticism and comments and all that, because only by taking advice, it doesn't matter in what form or shape, but criticism is type of advice, actually, if you come to think about it. By doing so, you're more vigilant of your actions. As such, you will reduce tremendously. Just give it a go. Just don't take my word for it. Just give it a go. Just these two simple things, and you'll be surprised to see how beautifully your life will transform. All right, so thank you guys. Hope to see you on the next video. Namaste.